Welcome to the Savvy Ventures Show, connecting you with noteworthy industry changemakers, movers, shakers, and innovators from around the world. From CEOs, executives, and other titans of industry to entrepreneurs, inventors, professional athletes, authors, chefs, and other thought leaders. You'll hear from power players across industries, here to inform, enlighten, and entertain. All of this, plus travel and shopping, hot picks, and so much more. And now, here's your host, Merilee Kern.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Savvy Ventures, where we connect with titans of industry, celebrities, and a wide array of thought leaders, and also showcase amazing travel destinations and hot product picks. I'm Merilee Kern, and today's show is another great one. Coming up, we'll be connecting with Sebastian and Oliver Moy, who are co-founders of North Star Boys, a hugely popular pop band with over 55 million social media followers worldwide, and also celebrity event producer Jeff Krauss, who works with an array of Hollywood A-listers. And as always, I'll have some hot travel ideas for you. There's some great stuff on deck today, so let's get to it. Okay, I'm super excited about this interview because joining us now is Sebastian and Oliver Moy, who are co-founders of North Star Boys, a leading Asian American creator group and pop band that's amassed over 55 million followers combined on social media platforms. They're here to tell us about their journey transitioning from primarily a content group to a pop band that's cultivated a hugely loyal audience. Hey, Sebastian and Oliver, welcome to the show.
Hey, Merilee. Thank you very much for having us.
So first, can you explain your work as a content group? What were you doing on that front before making that transition to a pop band? And also, by the way, tell us who else is in the band. We don't want to leave anyone out.
Yeah, so the other members in the band include Ryan Nguyen, Kane Rattan, Justin Fan, Reggie Macalino, and Darren Liang, alongside Oliver and I. And we started off as a constant group with a schedule that includes multiple filmings throughout the day. This includes for TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. So it was about maybe 10, 12-hour days that we were filming videos. And then throughout this process, we found that there's also an inspiration for music as well. And I'll let Oliver talk a little bit more about the music side of things, but that was what our schedule looked like beforehand.
Yeah, so we started 2 years ago. And honestly, it's really originated from a dream that Sebastian and I had. And, we did not want to wait any longer to execute this idea and this dream that we had. So we just went straight into it. We met these, wonderful guys that we call family now, and including our manager as well, manager Tyler Bray. But yeah, there was a opportunity, I would say like a door open for us to create music. Because we have this really loyal and big fan base we call the Stars. Since we are the North Star Boys, we call our fans the Stars. So we kind of just took that by lead. I've always had a passion for music. I started making music through poetry. I got into poetry when I was 11 years old, and from there I got into writing music. And ever since, I've just been focusing on it. And never I thought I would be releasing music into the world. But through NSB, there was an opportunity for us to share our lifestyle and share a story with the world. So that is how we got into music.
I can imagine when you're known for something so specific, it can be a little bit tricky to kind of segue into something else. So how did your fan base react to your transition from consuming content, creating content, to instead now following your group as a band making music?
Yeah, so actually, Sebastian had the idea to go to New York City. And, the whole idea was just to meet the fans on that side of America, because we currently stay in Los Angeles. So we wanted to see our stars, our fans from that side of America. So we decided to fly out there. And at the time, I did a live stream on Instagram, and a star asked me if I've ever written a song for the fan base, the Stars, and I haven't yet. So that's where I got the idea to just write something really quickly. It took me about maybe less than 30 minutes to write the song. It was pretty easy since, it just came from my heart. I was writing about the whole idea of who we are and what we do and how we do it for our fans, the stars. So that was pretty fun. And then we recorded our music video for "You Are My Star," our debut single, in New York City during the meet and greet we did over there.
Well, that's such a good answer, because it's sort of a great transition into my next question, which you answered in part, but overarchingly, what kind of messages are you hoping to get through to your fans with the kind of music that you're putting out? And really, how would you describe your work and how you hope it resonates with your audience?
You know what, Merilee, that is a great question. So the whole idea of North Star Boys is to inspire Asian Americans. And we've even gone so far to travel to the Philippines, and we've done 3 shows in the Philippines, all sold out. And it was an incredible, incredible journey. So I think that, we're even at a point in life right now for North Star Boys that we can even inspire Asians as a whole. And that is the whole idea that Sebastian and I came up with this North Star Boys project. It is to inspire those who are like us. Because growing up, Sebastian and I, we didn't really have, that many Asian American role models to look up to. I've always wanted to become a YouTuber and a singer, songwriter. But at the time of growing up, there wasn't many people for myself to look up to that looked like me. So to push and try to be that for others in the next generation and for younger Asian Americans, that is exactly why we do what we do.
Yeah, and it's amazing for you to represent the culture in that way, and to, serve as a role model, and to be putting out, these examples of success and positivity in your work. So I definitely commend you for that. And, you're having great success. I know you recently wrapped your first 25 city US headline tour. So give us like an insider's perspective or a breakdown of life on the road, like how the tour even came about, but also parts of the experience that are your favorite or maybe not so favorite, challenging parts, or of course, any funny stories about tour bus life. So kind of give us the inside scoop on the day-to-day of it all.
Yeah, so it was always been our dream since we first all came together to do a tour, because we are very fan driven. So it's always been our dream to go and meet the fans. So we started off first here in America, and 1 show in Canada as well. So we all went on a bus. The bus had, how many beds did it have? 12, I think. So we each had our own little bunk. And man, there was a lot of stories. It was definitely an adventure. It was, doing a show, meeting the fans, traveling to the next city, doing the next show. And then sometimes we get to stop and explore the cities and the areas. I think we explored Toronto, which is pretty cool. We went to the Redwood Forest in California, which is really nice. And it was just a great bonding experience for everyone, because we were just all very close together for almost 2 months straight. So it was really cool. And you would think that, being around people so much, you wouldn't be able to get to know them more. But I think we just found more passion for the project and for each other throughout the tour.
All right. So tell us about your recent EP called Panic, as well as what music or new single drops we can expect from you guys up ahead.
So Panic is a very personal project for us. And although it is only 3 songs, it kind of states how we first started NSB, through the roller coaster and this journey of ups and downs in life. And, we've only been together for 2 years, but I think people can imagine the ups and downs we've been through. We've been in $30 million mansions, and we've been homeless, having to stay at a hotel, all of us sharing 2 hotel rooms. So, it's been a journey, and that's exactly what this Panic EP is about. It's about the ups and downs of how we first started North Star Boys. And looking forward to the next projects and the next songs coming soon. It's so there's something that I've never told in an interview before, or really online, is that our music is the journey of from when we first started to where we want to end up being. So I think our fans are catching up a little bit on like our music videos and the whole story, the big picture that we're putting together. But I'm very excited that we're able to share this journey that we want to put together, and that so happened to fall into our lap to the world, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. And so what does that end game look like? You know, what's the end of that continuum, the hope look like for you in your mind?
That is also another great question, Merilee. So for myself, I have a North Star, is what we call a North Star, is where you want to end up being, at the end of things. I have one for myself, but for North Star boys, let's talk about that. For North Star boys, we want to inspire Asians to do it themselves. And when it comes to music, I really want to share the idea that, you know, being an independent artist is very possible, and you can do it, with your own challenges and your own means of ways of doing it. You don't really need a whole conglomeration of, companies to help put you together. And I really want to inspire others to just do it themselves.
And and that's such an incredible point, because your generation kind of is the do it yourself kind of, it's the gig generation, it's the gig economy, and people are, just getting in there, and there's so much technology now. It really has become quite realistic. So that's pretty cool. So I understand you'll be elevating your upcoming sound through some pretty great collaborations, including with some Grammy Award nominated songwriters. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so for Cold War is our newest single that we've dropped. We were able to work with wonderful people in the studio, and that was actually our first song that we've worked with, songwriters and producers on a song. Usually, I'm just by myself in my bedroom producing, and I'm calling in the boys like, Reggie, come on inside to record a line, or Ryan, hop in for the song. So to be able to work with people with experience, it helps me learn so much more about this craft of music that I'm so passionate about. And it's building this knowledge that I've always just wanted to build. So that's a good thing as well.
And I have to tell you, your passion for this really is palpable. I mean, we could tell that you're in this from the soul. It's not really for money. You're looking to inspire your culture. I mean, there's just a passion that really shines through with just everything you're saying. So it's super cool. And I also know that you're working with some pretty great fashion brands as well. So who are you guys working with on that front?
Yeah, so we just left Paris Fashion Week. It was our first time attending Paris Fashion Week, or quite honestly, just kind of emerging ourselves into the fashion world. And we got to work with some amazing brands such as Wu Young Mi, which is some of my favorite pieces of clothes that I've seen yet. We got to work with Rude. We worked with Christian Louboutin, and that's just to name a few. And it was just such a great experience to be able to see that side of the industry and kind of just dip our feet into that water. And I think we really found a cool little passion for fashion as well.
Well, and it's so important to your image. So it's very consequential, who you choose to work with. So that's very cool. Speaking of your image, so I mentioned in the intro that you have over 55 million followers combined on social media platforms, which is really just a staggering number. So what's kind of your secret or formula for that kind of engagement and connectivity with your fans online?
Yeah, so the very first thing that we want to take as a priority is to really care for our audience, really care for our fans. I think you could tell the difference between somebody that's just making content online just for views, versus someone that really actually cares for the supporters and the people that support them. So that's always our first priority. But of course, coming with content, you always have to be creative, think of new ideas and find what fits you,
Absolutely.
So creating content is definitely something that we just love to do every single day, and we find a cool passion for that as well.
Yeah, well, again, that authenticity is definitely connecting with the fans, and they're showing it by the numbers that you're amassing there on social, which is just amazing. So where should our show listeners go to learn more about you guys, your music, and also connect with you on social if they have not already?
Yeah, I would go to northstarboys.com, is where you can find everything from our YouTube videos to the biographies of all the members, to our about page, to our music streaming platforms, to ticket sales whenever we release a new shows or tours. So northstarboys.com will definitely be the place to go to.
Nice. Well, best of luck with everything you have going on. It's just so exciting, and I wish you guys so much continued success with it all. Thanks for joining us on the show today.
Thank you, Merilee.
Again, those wanting to connect with North Star Boys can do so online at northstarboys.com. Okay, everyone, don't go away because on the other side of this short break, we'll be talking travel, so stick with us.
Hi, Merilee. Maria Menounos here. Hope you're having a great day. Your friends have said that you're very sharing, and I think that's kind of everything that I love and I do every single day as well. I love sharing information and sharing knowledge. I heard you'd love to wine and dine and travel, so hopefully you're able to do a little bit more of that now that COVID is easing up a bit. And I hear you're very thoughtful as well. You sound like somebody that I would love to be friends with. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep punching, as Rocky says. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And keep up the good work. It sounds like you're on the right path. And I hope you have an incredible day and an incredible life. Bye.
Hey audiophiles, you'll love the Noom MBE-001 True Wireless On-Ear Speakers from NTT Sonority, Japan's audio brand. These on-ear speakers feature PSZ technology, creating a personalized sound zone, reducing audio leakage and ensuring privacy. Without blocking the ears, users can talk naturally to others, even while listening to music. Plus, the built-in microphone makes it ideal for remote work and online meetings. Enjoy audio while maintaining privacy, situational awareness, sound quality, and comfort at Noom.global. That's NWM.global.
Welcome back to the Savvy Ventures Show with Merilee Kern.
Hello and welcome back to Savvy Ventures, where we not only connect with world-famous celebrities and musicians, but also executives and experts who are excelling in their respective industries. And on that note, joining us now is Jeff Krauss, who's co-founder of both IE Group, which is a marketing, consulting, and event production agency based in New York City, as well as Fan Room Live, which is an interactive virtual event series where fans get to meet their favorite actors, comedians, athletes, and musicians in an online group, town hall style meet and greet session complete with Q&As. He's here to dish about that endeavor and the incredible celebrity events his company plans and manages. Hey, Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hi, Merilee. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. First of all, your job sounds just amazingly fun because you're organizing parties and events and special appearances for some of the most famous celebrities in the world. So we're talking events like Amal Clooney's and Brooke Shields' birthday parties. And I know other recent clients have included Uma Thurman, Angela Bassett, Ed Sheeran, William Shatner, Catherine McPhee, Spike Lee, Donnie Wahlberg. The list of personalities you've worked with really just goes on and on. So you're definitely the go-to guy in this industry. And all right, so I'm sure this is a question you get all the time, but it's just so fundamental. So just tell us what it's like to manage events for such high-profile personalities.
You know, by now I'm just used to it. I mean, it's a lot of fun, of course, and but it can be stressful at times. But it's part of the part of what I do. I mean, it's just a matter of, matching people's interests and personalities to keep everybody happy and create great experiences that everybody's going to love and walk away with saying, hey, we had a great time and a better experience than we would have with anybody else.
Working with all of these celebrities is really just another day at the office for you, which, I would imagine all these years later, it's like that. So I understand you just did a private after party for Christina Aguilera and that you really had to keep it quiet, except for a few select paparazzi, until after the event was over. So is it a major juggling act to throw such a fabulous party or event and not be able to disclose it while it's underway? So what's it like working under those constraints?
If a celebrity wants to have a private party and they want to keep it private and hush hush, then that's what we do. I never have an issue with not telling anybody beforehand, simply because that's what the client wants. and that's what the client is comfortable with. You know, sometimes after, people will say, "Hey, how come you didn't invite me or whatnot?" And I just explain, look, you know, it's their private event. I'm just there to make it happen and you know, put on a great event.
So, with respect to your relationship with the media, is it kind of like walking a tightrope to keep both the celebrity happy and obviously respect those privacy requests, but also keep the journalists happy and your relationship with them and the coverage they provide for you and events? So, how do you manage that aspect of it?
Any event that I do, whether, and it doesn't matter what the project is, I never uh, give any kind of inside information to the media ever. Simply because, and again, look, unless the celebrity or the artist, you know, wants to do some sort of publicity stunt, which very rarely they do, uh, our thing is more of just about privacy. Now, yes, maybe after the fact, you know, it'll be mentioned that they're there, or, you know, somebody gets wind of it or whatever, but we always keep everything above water. We don't, you know, as far as we're concerned, the celebrity comes first and the media comes second.
All right, so shifting gears a little bit, I also know you have this incredible new platform called Fan Room Live, where fans get a chance to virtually get up close and personal with their favorite stars, like Jackson Brittany from Vanderpump Rules were just on for a webcast there, where I believe they broke the news that they're in discussions with Bravo TV to come back on the Vanderpump Rules show. Is that correct?
Not exactly. Um, they were asked during the event whether they'll be coming back, but what Jax and Brittany explained is that until they're on screen for anything, whether it be whether it be Vanderpump Rules or any show, or until things are official, mum's the word. They don't talk about it, and that's with any show. Actually, there is something that just came out that apparently Jackson Brittany and a couple other cast members from Vanderpump Rules are in talks about getting their own spinoff. They didn't 100% confirm that they'll be back on the show, but you know, of course, there were hints. You know, but we're gonna wait and see. You know, I'm intrigued just like everybody else to see what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah, and that was such a timely and well-scheduled webcast, just on the heels of everything, you know, that's going on with the Scandival, you know, kind of controversy and all that. So just a perfectly timed event.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun having them on.
So your Fan Room Live is in partnership with Cedric the Entertainer and Mitch Faulkner from 123 Talent, which is a firm specializing in all kinds of celebrity bookings. So how did those relationships come about, especially with Cedric?
Well, I mean, I've been friends with Cedric for a long time, and so is my partner Mitch. I mean, basically during the pandemic, in the heart of when everybody's sitting at home doing nothing, bored out of their minds, Mitch called me up, said, "Hey, you know, I want to get some of my athlete and wrestler clients online to do some sort of events online to with their fans. Any ideas?" I said, "Well, what if we did it with not just athletes and wrestlers? What if we did it with influencers, celebrities, and music artists, and we got everybody online to meet their fans and raise some money for charity?" So that's how the conversation started. And then I called Cedric and just gave him you know, the basics of what we were thinking. And he just said, "Hey, listen, Mitch, Jeff, I think this is a great idea, but actually, I think we can create something even more out of this and create it into a whole brand, even bigger than what you're thinking." So then we started kind of just going back and forth, toying with the idea, and we became partners, and Phantom Live was born.
Super fascinating industry that you work in, and you know, obviously you're crushing it, and it's just really great to learn some insights from you and have you on the show today. So thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Those wanting to connect with Jeff and his companies can do so online at iegny.com and fanroomlive.com. Okay, everyone, stick around because after this quick break, we're talking travel, so don't go away.
Hey Merilee, it's Brooke Burke. I'm checking in with you. I'm on location. Look at this beautiful destination. I had to share it with you because I know you're all about savvy living and staying fit and living your best life. I love what you're doing for everyone. Your gift ideas are so helpful and your destination recommendations amazing. I thought you'd really, really love this. I'm sending you so much love from the DR. Wish you were here. Let's stay connected and keep doing it. It's great stuff. Bye, Merilee.
New Salonpas Lidocaine Flex. Maximum OTC strength. Super thin. Flexible. Contours to the body. So it really, really sticks. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Welcome back to the Savvy Ventures Show with Merilee Kern.
Hello and welcome back to Savvy Ventures, where we not only chat with celebs, musicians, and power player executives, but we also showcase amazing travel destinations, and today is no different. So buckle up and away we go. Here's a great way to set course for a lifetime of adventure. It's Royal Caribbean International's Odyssey of the Seas, the 25th ship in the cruise line's award-winning fleet and the first quantum ultra-class ship to sail in the United States. Odyssey offers vacationers of all ages a combination of 12 all-new and first-to-brand experiences in addition to the signature adventures guests know and love. These include a Caribbean-inspired pool deck boasting 2 open-air pools, 4 whirlpools, and the splashaway bay that's anchored by the lime and coconut bar, all designed to help travelers enjoy the sun and stars in style. There's also Seaplex, the largest indoor and outdoor activity center at sea, which also includes this venue's first Playmaker sports bar and arcade. Of course, there's an action-packed top deck with guest favorites like the gravity-defying Skypad, virtual reality bungee trampoline adventure, the Flow Rider surf simulator, skydiving with Ripcord by iFly, and the iconic North Star all-glass observation capsule that boasts 360-degree views from 300 feet above sea level. Foodies can delight in numerous onboard restaurants, including new eateries like Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar. It's a fresh take on the cruise line's signature trattoria and is the first to incorporate its new wine bar concept. Teppanyaki, another new onboard restaurant, serves up East Asian flavors in the traditional Japanese style for which it's named. Featuring one-of-a-kind entertainment in typical Royal Caribbean fashion, Odyssey's full-scale productions take top billing in teched-out venues such as the Royal Theatre and 270, where immersive technology, unparalleled special effects, and world-leading performers and aerialists take the stage alongside 6 agile robo screens for a multi-dimensional live show. Royal Caribbean International has been delivering innovation at sea for more than 50 years. The cruise line continues to revolutionize vacations with itineraries to more than 270 destinations in 72 countries on 6 continents, including Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island destination in the Bahamas. For its part, the Odyssey of the Seas ship allows travelers to discover adventure from St. Thomas to Santorini. Vacationers can revel in unforgettable experiences on board the cruise ship, dig into delicious dining from around the world, or soak up the sun at its newly designed resort-style pool deck that brings the island vibes poolside. Book your next vacation on board the new Odyssey of the Seas online at royalcaribbean.com. Wow, what an enlightening show, and it was really great to have you all with me today. All right, everyone, that's it for this episode of Savvy Ventures. If you missed any part of today's show or just want to listen to any part of it again, just go to savvyventures.tv. You can also connect with me on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn at Merilee Kern. Okay, until next time, remember that everything begins with an idea.
Thank you for listening to the Savvy Ventures Show with Merilee Kern, connecting you with noteworthy industry changemakers, movers, shakers, and innovators from around the world. Plus, travel and shopping hot picks and so much more. Follow us on social Add Merilee Kern.